Hi everyone, here's the Epicness once again, here in my fourth different house since I started this channel. Today I'm reviewing Dune by Frank Herbert, which is generally considered one of the very best science fiction novels of all times. My edition, which I can show you, and that's a pity because it's beautiful, has a statement by Arthur C. Clarke saying that he has never read anything of the sort, except perhaps The Lord of the Rings, and in general it's hard to find an edition of Dune without a big sticker on its cover saying the best sci-fi novel of all times. Really, the only other novel I've seen claiming that title so much is possibly Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert Heinlein, but is it really worth the title? Well, one thing Dune really definitely is, it's epic. Dune is an epic about the story of a noble family in a distant future where space travel is a reality, where man has colonized a large portion of the galaxy, and it deals with a struggle of power between different noble houses. It deals with the colonization of a key planet in the galaxy, which is of course the planet of Dune, where a spice is produced that is essential to the economical functioning of the galaxy. Does this sound exciting to you? Because it sounds half exciting to me. All the political and economical part is not especially compelling, but of course the epic portion is that concerning the downfall and the rise of noble houses, of all these heroic noble characters. And as in most epic narratives, of course, the second half is much better than the first half, because at that point you care enough about the characters to actually empathize with them and to actually start feeling some kind of emotion for all those fights they're involved in. There's people in that house over there and they are spying me. Of course, this element of epicness also generates what I think is possibly the main flow of the book, which is that every character in this book is either a duke, a baron, or the son of a duke or a baron who has grown up all his or her life to be a political player or a diplomatic player. These are all people who, when they speak, they think free conversation ahead. They are really, all of their words are full of cunning. They never really say what they mean. The author puts lots of thought to show you what they really are doing. There's lots of political playing going on, and to top that off, everyone here is some kind of Zen master who can't possibly fall prey to fear or to human needs, and as a result these characters are rather hard to empathize with because they are not that much of human beings, really. They don't really feel human or like relatable, not that much at least. Really, I'm not spoiling you much if I say that the most emotional part of the book really is when one character says to another, well, your beloved is never going to marry you, he will have to marry another woman for political reasons. Hey, but he will still love you a lot. That's kind of a donor. The one thing that is generally praised of the book is its ability to talk about economical themes, about hegemony and monopoly in a very clever way, and the book really does that. The book features some interesting reflections. I received a text. Some interesting reflections on the topic, but again, I wasn't that incredibly mind blown, because every science fiction novel tells you something and like reflects about social or political or economical dynamics. It's pretty much in the definition of the genre, really. The novel is indeed well paced. There are lots of awesome fights and interesting action scenes, followed by philosophical or even ecological reflections that are as interesting. That's really good. And there are many characters in this novel, and they are all quite recognizable, and that's kind of something I have to give to the author, to Herbert, because as they are all, as I said, kind of half computers, half robots, really, it was kind of difficult to make them like recognizable and different, and he did. So, all things considered, did I like Dune? Did I hate it? I didn't hate it at all. I actually liked it a lot. I didn't love it. I maybe expected to like it much more. It's not the best science fiction novel I've ever read. I will put many books before it, but I mean, those titles, the greatest of all times, are always really general. I wouldn't suggest you read Dune if you're not that much into science fiction and fantasy. I don't think it's too easy of a book if you're not into the genre. Otherwise, if you already are into that genre, into science fiction, you really have to read it. It's like a must read. Do you have to read the sequels? Well, the book has generated like 5 or 6 sequels. I have no idea if they're long or short. part of me would like to read at least one or two, because as I said, I like the book, but if they're as long as it, I probably will never do that. At the same time, you don't need to. The book is self-conclusive in a very nice way. That's it. That's my opinion of Dune. I know it's not a strong one, but that's really it. Do you like Dune? Did you like it? Didn't you? Do you think it's that masterpiece of science fiction that it's often considered? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.